As the cost of living continues to rise, savers nationwide hitting pause from putting money away for retirement. But it doesn't have to be that way. And financial professional John Vandergriff from Blue Ridge Wealth Planners is here to show us how we can, I don't know, get back on track, or maybe get on track if you were never on it. So why are people pausing right now with their retirement savings?
Yeah, I think, as we've talked before, the combination of interest rates going up to battle inflation has left a lot of people with less money per month. And so kind of the first squeeze is not to focus on the future, but focus on the present and not really devote the savings that they need to those future retirement funds and savings that ultimately are going to benefit them later.
I mean, is there really any way to balance paying for everything that's, I don't know, 10, 15, 20% higher and still putting away savings, I guess, even if it's not the same amount you were before?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think a lot of times when we look at our budget, we don't really examine it and see if we can squeeze every bit of it out. And so, because what we want to try to do is make sure that we can have a good balance of both, and if you've not, like you said, done the work to put some things there, I think that's the first step, is look at how you can maximize those. Because even if we look at it and say 1 to 2% of your pay, you say, I can barely afford to make things work. But we are creatures of habit where we do without things if we don't have them. And so if it goes into a 401k early, a lot of times we figure out how to make life work with just what's at our disposal, sometimes in a frivolous way, but sometimes when we get constrained, it really helps us become good stewards of what we have.
Just have to kind of pretend, hey, that's not really available. How else can people just stay on track these days?
Well, I think, with what we do, looking at a plan, because too many times, especially as you get closer to retirement, people think the only thing you need to plan for is investments. You really need to look at ways to maximize where you're getting your income from, how you go about paying less taxes, because again, that affects you the same way as inflation does. And then being mindful of, healthcare costs in the future, looking at some solutions while you're young and healthy that could help you avoid having much higher bills and, long-term care situations later. And maybe it doesn't have to be traditional long-term care insurance, but, considering other options around that avenue, like accelerated death benefits with life insurance, or maybe carving out money that you can almost self-insure, can allow you to have some flexibility there.
And I know some people, this might be it's a perfect time really to feel overwhelmed, right? If you're like, oh, I'm paying for more, I'm not getting paid as much, or I'm looking for a job. How do they deal with that? And I don't mean to now put your psychologist cap on, but with the money and not feeling overwhelmed.
Well, I think you've got to look at what you can control, because even like we've mentioned before, contacting some of the places that you're getting routine bills from, you can be surprised with cable companies, phone companies, that they're willing to negotiate, where oftentimes we feel like those numbers are set in stone. So I think kind of taking a deep breath and saying, okay, what is in my control? How can I learn to, budget a few things, maybe look for, ways to decrease? And what we're seeing now is inflation numbers are coming down. So where we felt some of that pinch with groceries, those are starting to return back a little bit with the interest rates coming up. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot, but that's going to allow us, if we're not careful, to have more money on a monthly basis that we can use. And if we're not intentional with it, maybe not devote it to the future and the compound interest that we need.
And that's a good word to remember. Be intentional about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, John, very much. Lori?